Hey guys, it's your boy Skitty. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. So, today went pretty smooth. Had to get up hella early today and went to our group meeting. They have us work on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so usually those days I have to get up relatively early to make it to group because group starts at 8 a.m. and I take the bus over there. But everything went smooth. Had a good night's rest. Kicked back, relaxed for a little bit before I had to go into group. Made it to group. We ended up going to some of the other sober living houses in the area, cut some grass, moved a few things, and that came by pretty good. Ended up didn't have any other side groups today, so it went by pretty quick. Just actually relaxed and worked on some of my step work. I'm currently on my step 8 and I finished the reading portion of it, and a lot of it is writing down the names of people that I have affected in my addiction and everything like that, and making amends. I haven't written down any names yet. There's a whole laundry list of people that I need to apologize to and make my amends to, so that will definitely be something that I will be working on. I want to take my time on it and do it properly and right, as opposed to rushing through it and just skimming through it. If I'm going to do things right in my recovery nowadays, I am going to do it properly. Anyway, our first group that we ended up having was pretty chill. We ended up talking about some of our fears, some of our things that we had in our life that, were fears in our recovery. And we addressed those. And we ended up reading portions of the big book early in the morning and in the afternoon group that kind of reflected around atheism and agnosticism, chapter 4 of the big book. And we ended up reading a portion about a physician who, worked on people, and he was saying that he was only borrowing the tools that his higher power provided, because when somebody got hurt, he was the one that would work on them and stitch them up, but the healing of the skin itself was actually out of his control. He is not the one who healed that person. The cells themselves ended up doing the job, from however, higher power or whatever you want to call it, ended up doing, carrying that weight. Call it God, call it what you will. And so that was really cool. And then also reading through chapter 4, it's kind of one of those situations where it opens your eyes when you're in addiction, because me being a man of God, there has been a couple of times where I've ran into individuals who don't believe in God, who are Satan worshipers, who believe in the universe, who believe in multiple gods, like Odin and things of that nature, the Greek gods. And so what it really boils down to, and what I've learned since I first gotten into recovery all the way up until the end, is that it's a matter of life and death. Like even my higher power, Jesus Christ, would not want that individual to die in their addictions from being gatekept by somebody who's all like, no, 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 you're doing it wrong. If you can find your higher power outside of yourself, be it anything, be it Jesus, be it Allah, be it Satan, be it Lucifer, be it Lilith, be it, the list, Odin, the list goes on, or even a doorknob. I was even saying in group today, like, if your higher power is the rug that's sitting in front of us, and that's going to keep you from using and keep you from dying, by all means do so. I'm sure my higher power would agree that, it's better than you dying, or taking your own life, or running into anything like that. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where with AA, it's not about religion. It's not about faith. Everybody comes from all walks of life, and addiction is not picky and choosy with anyone, you know. So I like to see a lot of the guys that, you know, have stepped up to the plate and are working on their recovery and have found their higher power through by any means, you know. And it's pretty cool. We ended up having a couple of guys who I was in residential with finally making it out of the residential program like I did last week. We ended up getting 3 new guys out. 2 of the guys are here. And so that's really cool to get to rub elbows with them and, you know, see that they're actually getting a little bit of their freedoms back as well. That makes me happy. That warms my heart. And I definitely wish them the best. And later during the night group, we ended up having our TC, which is called, it's our therapeutic community. We end up, you know, going through individual call outs, group call outs, self call outs, and kudos. And we started off with a group kudos with one of the brothers that actually lives in the sober living where I'm currently at. Real cool guy, man. It was really easy giving him kudos. Me being the new guy here and actually having the opportunity to get the chance to meet him. He is kind of a very stoic guy. He doesn't talk much except for when spoken to, and you run into him here and there. But he has a funny sense of humor. He's a very approachable and kind guy, and so that really resonated with me. He's been very helpful, and it's really cool having somebody who actually is like just chill mode, you know. So really cool getting to know him and give him his flowers, call it what you will. And we ended up going around the groups. We ended up having a couple of call outs, you know, that you know, pertain to our group and everything like that. We're not supposed to share any information in regards to certain individuals and what got called out, so we're just going to leave that there where it's at, you know, just due to privacy issues and not letting things get out between our group. You know, our group is our group, and we're a group of brothers, and we look out for each other. But for the most part, things went very well. And afterward, I was able to catch the bus. I ended up talking to my counselors. I was like, I hate to point out my terminal uniqueness, but I need to catch the bus, and I don't want to have to walk home tonight. So we ended up cutting out, I want to say, about 5 minutes early, which was awesome. It gave me enough time to get over there perfectly on time, and ended up making it home. Ended up running into one of the brothers who was in, so it was cool seeing him here and actually, you know, chopping it up with him for a little bit. Ended up making my dinner, and now I'm just kicking back, relaxing for the rest of the night. So I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by, and stay blessed.